Hey everybody, Doug Sports Blog and Grill is back and better than ever here. We had a week off last week, Labor Day week, but we are back this week with a brand new, fresh blog for you. Since we've been away, college football has started up. The NFL started up yesterday, and MLB playoff races have heated up. So first we're going to get to some college football action from Saturday. Big college football game on Saturday went down between number 6 South Carolina and number 11 Georgia. Number 11 Georgia really stuck it to South Carolina. They really tore apart that defense. Aaron Murray coming into this game 1-6 versus top 10 teams. He had a great performance, going 17 of 23 for 304 yards and 4 touchdown passes. He was very effective. A nice balance of run and pass. Gurley had a big game for Georgia as well. And Georgia's good defense wasn't great, but it did force the only turnover, which was a fumble. So Murray took care of the ball, didn't turn it over, and really South Carolina had some drives where they were going, and then they stalled out because of the inexperience and poor play of their quarterback, Connor Shaw, who was just not a top-flight quarterback in college football. Jadeveon Clowney wasn't a huge factor. He got 1 sack on Aaron Murray, had a couple other tackles for losses, but couldn't get going. He's having some foot issues at this point. He stepped on or got stepped on last Tuesday in practice, so he struggled since then. Most other of the big-time college football teams took care of business. We did have two major upsets. We saw Miami take down Florida 21-16 in just a bad game for Jeff Driscoll. And then we also saw BYU rack up 540 rushing yards against the Texas Longhorns as they took down the Texas Longhorns 40-20. And one game that I almost forgot to mention, Notre Dame and Michigan. Michigan played great against Notre Dame. Devontae Gardner was outstanding in that game. He played great, threw the ball effectively, and Michigan looks like an offensive force to be reckoned with come bowl time for sure. This team is a very, very good football team at this point. The other game I want to talk about is my Syracuse Orange. A lot of Syracuse fans watch the blog, so I just want to talk about the Orange for a minute. Syracuse lost to Northwestern. Northwestern's ranked 19th in the country. They lost 48-27. Drew Allen, the transfer from Oklahoma, threw 4 interceptions, and I think he has all but lost that starting job. The defense for Syracuse is just absolutely atrocious. It wasn't great last year in non-conference play, and this year it has been even worse. And really, I think Syracuse needs to stop thinking that they're the team from last year. They are not the team from last year with the good quarterback in Ryan Nassib, the good wide receivers in Marcus Sales and Alec Lemon. They are not this team. They need to establish the run. They have 2 good running backs in Jerome Smith and Prince Tyson Gully, and I think they need to just work on establishing the run. And they're really going to have to now that Terrell Hunt will likely be their starting quarterback next time they play. All right, let's see, Northwestern, they played great. I think they're a real offensive juggernaut. Simon is a very good quarterback for them. They had a nice balance of run to pass, 37 passing attempts, 44 rushing attempts. They have 4 different guys with 10 or more carries running the ball. Northwestern, I think, is put themselves into the talk as a legitimate Big Ten contender. Nobody knows how good Ohio State is going to be if Braxton Miller is out for an extended period of time. Also, we don't really know how good Michigan's going to be once they get into Big Ten play. We've seen them play good outside of Big Ten play and then really struggle once they get into the Big Ten conference play. All right. My player of the week in college football and my Heisman frontrunner at this point is Teddy Bridgewater. They beat Eastern Kentucky 44-7, a very impressive game by them, and he threw for 397 and 4 touchdown passes. So I really liked what I saw from that man right there, Teddy Bridgewater. All right, so now I want to go. I'm trying to get my internet going here so I can go around the NFL with you and break. Oh, here we go. I'm going to go around the NFL now and give you a brief breakdown of each game that went on yesterday. And of course, I'll start with the Thursday night game. We saw the Broncos take apart the Baltimore Ravens in their new look defense. Peyton Manning, 7 touchdown passes. All right, I'll continue my action. Last night, Dallas taking on the Giants. Tony Romo played great. David Wilson really struggled to run the ball for the Giants. And Tony Romo did get banged up early, but came back to finish well. He threw 2 touchdown passes to Witten as the Cowboys beat the Giants 36-7. St. Louis trailed early at home against Arizona. They rallied from down 24-7. Jared Cook caught 2 touchdown passes from Bradford, as Bradford also ran in for a 2-point conversion, and the Rams win 27-24. Probably the game of the week yesterday, San Francisco taking on Green Bay, and it was Colin Kaepernick's arm throwing for over 400 yards, and Quan Bolden catching 2 touchdown catches for over 200 yards in his first game as a 49er, and the 49ers went on to win that one 34-28. Tom Brady and the Patriots took on the Buffalo Bills and rookie quarterback E.J. Manuel. E.J. Manuel did very well for this team, did not turn the ball over. Tom Brady got lucky late, made some good passes down the stretch. He did lose a fumble earlier in the game, but Gostowski hits a game-winning field goal for the Patriots. Another tight game, Mark Trestman's NFL debut in Chicago. Chicago really played well for sure. Cincinnati turned the ball over too much. A.J. Green did catch 2 touchdown passes from Andy Dalton, but the Bears win 24-21. In Cleveland, Brandon Weeden throws 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Trent Richardson, not extremely effective in his first game. Mike Wallace only catches 1 pass for the Dolphins, but Hartline makes a big touchdown catch, and the Dolphins win 23-10. In Detroit, Minnesota started off the game on an Adrian Peterson 78-yard touchdown run, but from that point on, he ran 17 times for 15 yards over the rest of the game. Calvin Johnson wasn't great. Matthew Stafford was good, and so was Reggie Bush, who rushed for 90 and caught for over 100 as the Lions win 34-24. 2 quarterbacks going back and forth, Terrell Pryor and the young man Andrew Luck. They go back and forth. Luck runs for a 19-yard touchdown to put the Colts ahead late. Colts win 21-17. In New Orleans, Atlanta driving late, looking for Gonzalez, and Matt Ryan throws a pick. Saints win behind Drew Brees and his big arm finding Jimmy Graham for a touchdown in the 4th quarter, and the Saints win 23-17. NFL debut for Geno Smith wasn't great in the first half, played well in the second half, but a late penalty by Levante Davis of the Buccaneers gave the Jets a shot to win it, and Nick Folk hit a 48-yard field goal to win the game for the Jets. And our final couple games, Tennessee takes down the Pittsburgh Steelers 16-9. Pittsburgh not very good, under 200 yards of total offense. Seattle also wasn't great. Russell Wilson threw for 320 and finds Javon Kearse late in the game for a touchdown catch. Cam Newton a career low under 150 yards passing. Seahawks win 12-7. And our final game, Kansas City, Alex Smith and Andy Reid start off good as they beat Jacksonville 28-2. Jamar Charles also runs for a score. All right, so now I just want to give you my Monday night picks. I got Robert Griffin and the Redskins winning the first game, and I got the Houston Texans taking down the Chargers in game 2. Quick MLB playoff race update. Pretty much the 2 best races right now are the American League Wild Card and the National League Central, along with the American League West, which goes with that. National League Central, St. Louis, after 3-game sweep, leads by a 1.5 games over both Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. And in the American League Wild Card, 6 teams for 2 spots. Texas ahead by 3 over Tampa Bay, but then it's Cleveland, Baltimore, Yankees, and Kansas City, all within 3.5 of the Orioles. Yankees and Orioles start a big series in Baltimore tonight. All right, so I'll be back on Wednesday with my MLB Power Rankings, also my NFL Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week, along with my Fantasy Football update as well. We'll also do some more top stories. Always remember to follow me on Twitter at YankeeBaller415. Check me out on jbsmooth84.com. Always remember, comment, question, subscribe to my page. Thanks for tuning in to the Blog and Grill. I'll be back on Wednesday. Have a good one.